Happy Monday, everybody. It's your boy, Coach Lee, back at you like we're mad at you, man. Happy Monday to you. We 4 days away from the weekend. Hopefully you did your thing this weekend. Hope you had a great, for those that celebrate Easter, hope you had a great Easter. For those that didn't, hope you had a great weekend. But besides that, welcome to the Playcall Sheet off-season edition. As always, got another great show lined up for you. Before we get it started, got to get the guys up in here. And sorry we late. We was watching the basketball like y'all was probably watching basketball. But, hey, we still in here. Right off the bat, my brother from the Northeast, let's get him up in here. My man, Meta What?
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? As Coach said, sorry for the delay, man. We watching what the world's watching right now. We watching Magic we watching Larry Bird versus the Lakers because there ain't no Magic Johnson on the other side, man, as I'm saying here. But welcome to the Play Call Sheet, man. When we talk football, off-season edition, got to bring in the other homie, man. The triangle offense is real good tonight, baby. We might call 100 on the scoreboard. Bring in my man, Chile.
Yeah. What up, fellas? We out here watching this game, man. I know it's a football show, but we hyped on this women's basketball right now.
I'm watching Ned. I'm peeking over here watching my Rangers handle up on the Rays tonight. So it's a lot of sports going on tonight.
Mm-hmm. Call it a mini equinox, man, to start off the spring. You know what I'm saying? Probably hasn't been the weather that people are expecting here in the East Coast. We don't know if we want snow, rain, or a little sunshine. So, we're going to give y'all all three of it tonight, man, here on Play Call Sheet. Like, share, subscribe.
So, I went back and I was looking today, just like we all had mentioned. I think two mentioned it also. I was looking it up, and the lineups perfectly. By the time we get done with all these divisional reviews, it'll be the Tuesday before the draft. So everything's been right on time so far. It just kind of works out the way, second year in a row, huh?
Definitely. Shout out to you guys on an amazing Play Call Sheet. Last week, I was not in, though the NFC North, it brings lots of joy. And I said it. I was thinking, I'm going to say this one thing about the North that I couldn't say last week because I wasn't on.
Right.
In a couple years, that can probably be like not only the best division because of who's currently playing on teams right now, but in terms of like skill players and all that, could be one of the best divisions overall in terms of players too. With the wide receiver cores that both teams got, Minnesota plugs in their quarterback. It's gonna be dope to see.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Minnesota's definitely the oddball, but everybody else got at least a strength. And Chicago should do better this year. Chicago, but it's gonna be good. Packers are young. They're exciting. They're handling their business. So it's going to be great, man. But that was last week. We're going to talk about who we need to talk about this week. Another exciting division. Another adoptive team by marriage. But this week, y'all, we are going to be taking a review of the
AFC South. AFC South.
They got the best music.
South, man. I know, right?
That music was lit.
It had a little swagger to it.
I'm about to go in. It's crazy.
Ooh.
What is happening to you?
Ooh. We have thunderstorms coming in tonight.
Oh, you looked up like there was a locust in your room.
Oh, that's right. I'm upstairs, and it sounds like it's right above my head. It's thunder and it's rumbling. So it's the springtime. So the spring, it goes down here, man, with all these thunderstorms and stuff. So we're going to see how it goes. Hopefully I don't lose power.
Hopefully not.
But if so, we got a great team here to keep it going until I can hop my Blackbird back on. But it's neither here nor there. But, man, AFC South, man. We know, well, surprisingly, well, not really. They showed the remnants of it early on, and we'll go into it in details. But as far as how they finished last year, we are surprised at any of the finishes as far as like who won the division, who didn't.
Of course. None of us came into the season last year thinking that the Texans were going to do what they did.
True that.
Not one of us. We got the tape to prove it.
At all. I think we was probably all leaning towards Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think
the world, the betters, the people that don't know football would have probably circled the Jaguars, man. And it's disappointing, man, that they did not win it, but we did see a blossom in the Houston Texans, man. So shout out to that. We was looking at a potential blossom in the Colts, but that kind of halted itself. It was an interesting season, man, especially in that division, man. Definitely something to look forward to next year. And I know for a fact nobody's gonna just automatically put Jacksonville on the top of the wagon. We should have knew in the beginning not to do that.
I mean, because what it was remember they started off the season before whack.
Yes.
And then but they closed the season really well, so we were like, oh, is this the new version of them? And then they added Calvin Ridley. I mean, we had no real reason to think otherwise. They were there, they were trending straight up. And then they did not end up where we thought.
Is the jury kind of out on Sunshine a little bit? Like, is he who we thought he was going to be?
No, he'll never. I don't think he can. Let me not say ever. He's not going. He's the greatest prospect ever since Andrew Luck. He's not Andrew Luck, so no.
Yeah,
but he's good. You can win a ball with him, no problem.
Right.
If you build the right team, you can easily win a ball with him. But yeah, it's not. He's not the generational world beater that he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So do you think a lot of that, and it's kind of what I've always said, the reason why the Alabama quarterbacks struggle at the next level is they have so much talent around them in college that you really can't see who they are on their own. Because he was surrounded by talent in Clemson.
He was. He also was there for 4 years. So no matter who they brought in, he made it work with them.
True.
I'm pretty sure he was there 4 years. He was there at least 3 because he didn't. I don't think he redshirted. He was a true freshman, wasn't he?
He was true freshman. I think he was there for 3. I think he came out his junior year.
Right. True freshman. Yeah, man. The whole world was waiting to see what he was going to be. And look, like I said, I still think he's good. Like I think his ceiling is still slightly above Kirk Cousins. And Kirk Cousins is a legitimate quarterback in the NFL.
For years.
There was a comment from Facebook user. Shout out to whoever that is. You really think so?
That's Tim, but he felt he's here again with us. Appreciate you, Tim.
Shout out to you, Tim. Titans just made themselves a serious contender with the moves they moved. Plus, they still got a top 7 pick.
Here's my
thing. I'll pump the brakes on that. Yeah. They did something to not really be in the hole all the way. You know what I'm saying? That goes to, the show that they're going to go out and try to compete this year with the young roster that they may have. You know what I'm saying? The exit of Derrick Henry, start with a new boom, see what you can get under there. I'm not going to sit here and say the Titans are the worst team in the league. I'm not saying that to you. But I will pump the brakes on making yourself a serious contender. You don't get that top 7 pick for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So
here's what I'll say. I don't think you can really name much of any, but you could probably only name on one. You could probably only need one hand to name all the teams who won free agency, and then that team ended up being a contender. It's pretty rare. More often than not, the people who spend a bunch in free agency, those teams, if they're rebuilding their team through free agency, that's not a good team. Now, the teams who already have a solid ass situation there, they have a nucleus that's good. They have talent already on the team, but they need a few key pieces in free agency. Now, those teams can turn around and win something, I believe. But what Titans just did is they took a pretty mediocre team and they added a lot of talent for sure. They really did. They spent the money, they added talent. But their quarterback is still Will Levis. And not that I'm saying he's not going to be good, because he looked like he started to play pretty well. He had some good games. We don't know what he's going to be yet. We haven't seen enough. I think we can say we've seen enough to know he's not a superstar, but that doesn't mean he can't be a Pro Bowl level quarterback. And now he's got some weapons, like a decent amount of weapons. So I think all the moves they made and still having the 7th pick, that's good, man. I think that puts him in a position to not be the worst team in their division. I think that puts them in a position to possibly get a playoff berth. It does not make them contenders yet, unless Will Levis takes a jump. Will Levis takes a jump that's unprecedented. Like if suddenly his second season he's Mahomes.
I think one of those teams who I think the last 2 or 3 years from I saw somewhere where they've been some of the biggest spenders in free agency
Mm-hmm.
was the Commanders.
How's that going?
So it goes back to your statement that started the segment. Free agency spending doesn't always mean that you're going to be a contender.
If you spend a lot with like a Pro Bowl quarterback already in a system, yeah, then I can see it. I think one of the closest we've seen recently was what Philly's doing.
Yes.
So Philly, for like 2 or 3 years straight, has won the draft and free agency, in my opinion. Like they've swept both for like the last 2 or 3 years. And they continue to be contenders. But that's because they have a good system with talent everywhere.
Good system, and they had a quarterback that was on a team-friendly contract.
And that's always the biggest part, is that quarterback on a rookie deal.
These are all rebuilt. It's interesting in the division where we kind of like, what happened last year. It's kind of me. It's still a rebuilding division, and then you got 3 quarterbacks going into their second years. And they say, hey, the second years can possibly tell the story for some cases, but in this case, you got Stroud, Levis, and Richardson. Are we clearly going to give Richardson a second year? Are we going to redshirt him for year 1? No, we're not. But ultimately, this is where Sunshine has to really pick it up. You know what I'm saying? And kind of keep a stature of where people think he is in the league. Because after this season, if it remains the same, it's going to be these quarterbacks jumping over him potentially. I'll say Levis too. You know what I'm saying? We'll bring Levis along to the party. I'm not saying he will, but all these guys have potential, to jump him in the division where most of these teams are in the rebuild. Texans, we look like they're going to, for the foreseeable future, be a good, great team. But they're still rebuilding in a sense. Good, strong season last year by them.
Does anybody remember what the Jaguars traded for Ridley?
Second.
Because that's kind of egg on the face just now. You got one okay season out of him. That was a rental.
Right.
But
was it a first?
I hope not.
It was I'm trying to find out that.
What up, Chris? Chris up in the building.
2023 draft election and the conditional 2024 people. I'm trying to see what.
Chris in the building.
Hold on. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right.
Top gun for life.
I think I got the information we needed here. Compensation of a 2023 fifth rounder and a 2024 second round pick.
For a rental.
He's there for 1 year, right? Because he was right. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was suspended that first year, and then basically he came. Right. Yeah, so basically 1 year rental.
That part.
That's bad. That's bad. Bad front office moves.
I mean, you got the front office people who also run the wrestling federation. Man, shit can get sticky.
and I'm pretty sure Ridley followed a coach to Tennessee. There was other things he was possibly wanted to come to New England allegedly, and then also the Jaguars were dead set on actually re-signing him. I forget what the whole story was, but he ended up with the Titans, and I think a coach that knows him.
Is it the offense coordinator that's there now?
It might be.
It's official. LSU lost. Hey man,
I mean it's a minute left, but yeah, it's over.
Great season from the ladies. Great season from both teams. Got to see the rematch before the national championship game. I think that was the right place to put it because none of these teams, to me, are better than SC, but Iowa has the better chance.
Mm-hmm. You're right. 100% right.
But back to football flow. We over here. And I see South Philly just coming in here.
That's how much we love the game, man.
Come over here. We do what it do, man. But fellas.
But yeah, they gave up the second and the fifth for a rental, and now he's with the Titans. So not only do they lose him in division.
Yeah,
that's
a double whammy.
That's all bad. Yeah, that's all bad. So, yeah, you got to start looking upstairs about how they're building this team around them.
Yeah, and that means that if you can't find the people at top, you got to go to the people at the bottom.
No, you can fire him up.
Peterson's numbers, the time is numbered on him.
You done with Dougie Fresh? Damn.
I wouldn't say done with Dougie Fresh, but somebody got to take the rap for this.
Yeah, but he's still cleaning up things mess though. No, you think it should be clean by now?
He's still cleaning his mess.
I mean, maybe not. Maybe right now in this moment as we speak, the cleanup should be done by now. But
you know when the cleanup, you know what's crazy about it? Because though you may think it's a cleanup situation going on, the Jaguars felt for sure that they did that when they hired Doug Peterson. And it looked like they were turning things around. But like I said earlier, man, it's the Jaguars. Why do we even like shout out to Blake Bortles and that team, man, a couple years back. You know what I'm saying? That did their thing. And shout out to former Mark Brunell, shout out to all of them. But Jacksonville ain't that type of team. We knew that this ain't gonna be 2, 3, 4 years of domination. We should have known that. But we believed in Trevor Lawrence. We believed in Doug Peterson. We believed in the guys that they were bringing in. And I just think that, it's that guys on top. You know, they got a Jerry Jones problem probably. But you can't fire him. He only can fire himself. Kong can only fire himself. So then you find a scapegoat, and Doug Peterson is probably going to end up in that trail. Because they're going to figure that he couldn't clean up homie's mess.
What's wrong with Ty Law? Probably
That's
CTE.
sad.
Well, what happened with Ty Law? But it's probably CTE. I don't know.
Oh, what's wrong with T-Log? He's just, this is what he is. It's good. We were talking about this with Angel Reese. College hype is the illest hype besides pro hype.
Oh, Trevor.
If you never get pro hype, you'll get the NCAA hype. Trevor Lawrence, when you go down the record books, all that, you're never going to take it away from him. He's a football player. Dude went to Clemson and did some things.
This is deja vu. We've had this combo.
But Johnny Manziel did too. We're not saying that Trevor Lawrence is Johnny Manziel. But this is what I'm saying. Like, if Trevor Lawrence doesn't never play it down again and he fucking throws the next 50 passes, he throws interceptions, he's already had a stellar football career. It doesn't matter.
It's been a career. Yeah.
What's wrong with him is he isn't what we thought he was. Generational talent? Maybe not. Maybe just one of these guys. He's not Mac Jones or Zach Wilson. He's none of those guys.
He's a merc. Is he a merc?
He's a mark.
So, real quick, before we get into the details here, like we had mentioned earlier, as far as how they had finished, Tennessee was 6-11. The Colts were 9-8. Jacksonville was 9-8, and Houston won a division at 10-7.
Why we got to be so extreme?
Who's that?
Anthony. Why? Like, why?
He's a bust.
Just, is there no in between, my guy? Like, look.
In between, because the two people I named before him are busts, and I think they was drafted in the same class as them. So those are your busts. Trevor's not in that line, but we can just see that this draft probably wasn't the best draft for quarterback.
Also, you know what was funny? You brought up Blake Bortles. And people have called Blake Bortles a lot of things. You know what they've never called him? A running back, which is exactly what he was. Just think that's fascinating.
Is Blake Bortles the best Jacksonville Jaguar QB all time?
Nah, Mark Brunell.
Come on, bro. Shout out to the lefty, man.
The lefty was a problem for sure.
Indeed, man.
But that's funny. Now, so that's another way you can scale it too. That's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. Another way you can scale it is as high as he's drafted and as high as he was touted. He's not even going to finish as the greatest Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback. Is Trevor? It would take a lot for him to get there. Mark set the bar pretty high.
Yeah, he did.
And so
he did,
and he's already off to a start that isn't Mark. So, but he could be. He could still do it. Actually, funny enough, similar players in terms of ability, different size, but they can both scramble. They can move. Got arms. All that. Like pretty good overall athletes. But yeah, he's got a lot to go. Also, Mark Brunell had Jimmy Smith and Keenan McCardell. Maybe get him some guys that aren't really who are going to leave.
Didn't he have Fred Taylor too?
Yeah, that
for a
guy,
little bit.
The Gator. The Gator.
And that's the problem. They never have a problem going to insert a running back in there. Never.
Yeah.
And you can think of all the Jacksonville running backs. You never, ever see that problem. Like
AJ.
AJ is a guy that they can keep over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can stay, you know, healthy and all that. They did good things for him by having the other guy behind him and things like that. But in all,
only time they missed was Yeldon. Only time they missed was Yeldon. I was so hyped for Yeldon.
TJ.
I was so hyped for TJ Yeldon, and then he just sucked. He was an absolute bum.
Insane, man.
So let's see. First team we're gonna look at in details as far as like what they've done for agency wise, pre-draft outlook is going to be the Tennessee Titans. And we see your question as well, Chris. We're going to answer that at the end of this on who we think is going to win the division. So for Tennessee, a lot of changes there. New head coach, new coaching staff. King Henry is gone. Got replaced by Tony Pollard. Ridley's in. So how y'all feeling about that? You know, the changes that they've done so far. Vrabel's out. Callahan's in.
They did it. They did it at the right time. I feel like everything happened to them at the right time. It didn't happen a year too late. Didn't happen a year too early. They played everything according to the tune. I mean, this was a team that, you know, with Vrabel, you know, brought kind of like that Patriot persona in. You know what I'm saying? We may be a basic team, but we're gonna beat you in ways. We're gonna stay in games. We're gonna compete. You know, in situations, you know, they just had a quarterback in Tannehill that we kind of know the ceiling with him, but they were still able to do some things, and that was just coaching to me. So for me, them getting rid of Vrabel feels like they just didn't want to stay in that mode no more. They want to break out. So now they go draft a young guy in the third round last year, and Will Levis. He's get to play now. You go young, you know, and Tony Pollard, a guy that's wrestled with an injury, but you know, didn't bounce back in Dallas, I feel. But was it an opportunity there for him? Probably not. So you will see more of an opportunity for him here in Tennessee. For me, they didn't really do much anything but, you know, what the league is now. You're going to get a lot of people's goods, trash goods, that is, when they're not performing. And the team that got money in, like them, are able to go get a Calvin Ridley, able to go get a Tony Pollard. So, I mean, like I said earlier, in terms of competition, yeah, you get those players to compete. But still a lot more growth to go for that team, especially the coach. You got a first-year coach in here, you know. Let's see how he motivates and let's see how he works. He's definitely not Mike Vrabel for sure. I know that.
So I'm looking at some of their
No, he'll be different though. He might be as good.
Say again?
I'm saying he could be as good. We won't know. We gotta wait till we see. Well, as of right now, he's definitely not Vrabel. Yeah, for sure.
We already know he's got a built-in advantage though.
Which is
he's got his dad there with him. Probably one of the best offensive lines in the industry, Bill Callahan.
Yeah, that'll help a lot, especially because they, for some reason, decided to go with 2 third-down backs.
So, some of their additions and subtractions that they've gotten, God dog, Will. Oh man!
So tell me
the guy. No, I don't think it is. It might be though. So you got Calvin Ridley came in. They got Chidobe Awuzie. They got Tony Pollard, of course. Danico Autry. He left to go to Houston. But I forgot, didn't they trade for Snead?
Yep, they just recently traded for Snead last week. Last week they gave Chiefs franchise tag Snead, and then they ended up finding a trade suitor for him, which was the Titans. So yes, Darius Snead is now a Tennessee Titan.
And they'll probably give him a bag now.
Yes.
Say again?
And they're probably gonna give him a bag now. That had to be a part of the trade.
Yeah, definitely. He's gonna re-up. Yep.
So from a defensive standpoint, I kind of see what they're trying to do. Chidobe, you know, he's a little longer than 2 now, but you know, he's not terrible. He came over from Cincinnati.
Yeah. Snead can cut a field though. So
yeah. So I don't, you know, back to the original statement of the contenders, I think they are definitely not this year, but I see some some fundamentals that they're starting to build. The biggest thing is got to find out who's going to be the QB for the team going forward. Can you do something with Levis? You brought in a Mason Rudolph. There
was enough there with Levis to at least be optimistic. There was enough
a little bit.
And there was enough there with Levis to go sign Ridley. Like, yeah, we should get him something. So that's at least promising, at the very least.
Oh, Nuke is still there too, huh? I didn't realize that.
Where's Willis?
Hold on, you said no, hold on. DeAndre Hopkins is still in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you're right. For real?
Yeah, they both did.
Ooh.
Yeah. I mean,
the Miracle Whip and the helmets might go up to $10, man. When Levis start turning up, y'all. For our sake, we don't want Will Levis to turn up this year. I know people purchase mayonnaise still. You want to keep that, at the $4 or $5 block, what they are right now. You don't want it to go to 9 to 10. And Will Levis starts going crazy, and you got the receivers to do some things, and then whatever they do with the 7th pick in the draft, which could be another receiver, probably not though. Yeah, man. Shit, I fuck with Nuke. I love Nuke. Shout out to Nuke. Shout out to y'all, the Huckers. I'm always gonna love you, dog. My dog.
I think Coach can guess what I'm doing right now.
I know what you're doing.
Well, I started the question of what would they do?
I should be a Tennessee fan. I should be. Tennessee, Tuquan, but I'm for the star, man. I'm for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League.
Who got a playoff win more recently?
Dallas. Fuck you. I think the Tigers are off probably by matter of fact.
I was just asking.
No, we won a wild card. We had a wild card game. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. Derrick Henry threw that touch. Hold on, he threw that touchdown against who?
I was asking. I was asking for some friends. That's all.
Oh, did they make it? No. I think they made it the year after that. And they lost to Baltimore, I think. Yeah, I think that was one of the most recent game. But yeah, I mean, Tennessee's won some great playoff games. They've also brought us the Music City Miracle. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot more relevancy than my Dallas Cowboys in that aspect to the Titans.
That's right. See, Anthony said, is there a chance Titans trade Jeffrey Simmons to get more capital for the team of the future?
It's a possibility. I mean, the way they're moving right now, they're kind of giving their players equal opportunity, I say. Now, to me, I feel like it'll be up to Jeffrey. They'll leave that. I feel like the Derrick Henry decision was kind of Derrick's like, okay, I'll ride it out, and then eventually I got to be gone. I mean, they can do the same thing to Simmons, but it'll all be for the good of the team, man.
I think Simmons holds more value staying there to help rebuild that defense. I think he holds more value on the team than moving him. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but
they really can't move him until next year. No, 26.
Right. And like I said, nor should they. I think it's ideal.
Email us for all Dallas Cowboys questions. We will not speak on the Dallas Cowboys until we talk about the NFC East in a couple weeks.
And maybe not even then.
tuquanwatt@gmail.com. You can email me. You can message me questions about the Dallas Cowboys. I will greatly answer you, hopefully in less than 5 minutes. If not, I'll answer you before the day's up.
So that's Tennessee. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis Colts.
Will's got a rooting interest on this team because his Florida Gator quarterback is here.
Yep.
And I low-key have a rooting interest on this team because my position coach in college is a GM.
Oh, sucky.
So, that being said, Indianapolis, this year so far, I think they're finally trying to get over this, the revolving quarterback door that they've had with the Ryan Leaves, with the who else came in there?
Breeze. Wait, we talking about Chargers? What we talking about?
No, I said leave dinner.
Oh, no. Coach. Oh, you talking about the coach?
Phillip Rivers.
Oh yeah,
Rivers.
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan.
Wentz.
Brissett. Set
was like-
Minshew mania.
It was like carousel of mid.
Mid. What did you call him backstage earlier?
Hold on, they had the Hook'em guy too, right?
Bunch of merch.
What's the Hook'em guy's name?
Colt McCoy? No.
No, not Colt McCoy. The guy I thought was gonna be their starter. What's his name?
Was it Ellinger? He's LSU, right?
Sam Ellinger.
Isn't he LSU though?
No, he's UT.
Oh,
UT.
wow. Not representing.
Bunch of mercs.
Now he's not. So for them,
Ew, USC wearing yellow. Why?
Love
they
it.
still got
Love the
a good,
yellow.
strong core there.
Sexy.
They got Quentin Nelson, who's still there, who's probably arguably one of the best guards in the league. DeForest Buckner's still there. Michael Pittman just re-upped. Jonathan Taylor re-upped last year. So they got some good core players there.
And then they re-up Kenny Moore too.
Yes, he's there.
Hey, as long as he keeps balling and producing, maybe the autographed jersey I got of his, stays at his number.
Also, Joe Flacco is there.
Oh, snap! Joe Flacco mania. At least man, you can have somebody that can string you 5 straight wins if your quarterback get hurt again this year.
And that's about it. Where's Flacco?
Until they play Houston.
I know, right?
Where's Flacco? Where is Flacco?
Colts.
Oh, that's right. That's weird. But that's a good backup, though. And they're going to need it because Richardson gets himself killed.
I'm already starting the over-under process in the offseason. Over-under 9.5 games for Richardson this year. And I'm keeping it at that number.
For Richardson, yeah, I'll go over.
You go over? You gonna play over? You gonna play 10 games this year?
I don't like unders. You know I don't like unders. So I'm gonna go over. But it's a great set. You went full Vegas because that's a terrible number. If it was like 9, it's over easily. Like 9.5 over. But you said 10.5. That's rough. It's gonna be tough to get to 10.5 the way he plays. But hopefully.
And that's the thing. If he can stay healthy, stay in the lineup, I feel like this coach team can show some dominance. I mean, you gotta realize you went through a rookie quarterback stage last year, though he didn't finish the season. But you went between 4 to 6 weeks of the season with your running back situation. Your running back wanted bread. You ended up giving him the bread. He probably wasn't even the best running back on your team
at the time. Yeah.
And now he goes into a year where he's already paid. And we know when we talk about running backs that it starts diminishing, the volume starts going down, and Jonathan Taylor, we figure he's a good running back, So let's see how good he is this year because they're gonna really need him to produce at the money that they gave him, Or they're gonna do what they do anyway in the NFL, just gonna put another guy in your spot that's less money to you, and that's the reality of the story there. But Michael Pittman, the guy we talked about, would he go for the money or would he stay clean in Indy? I mean, he stayed clean in Indy, got some chips for it. Still a seeding receiver to me. I still like he hasn't shown. It's not his fault. He hasn't had the quarterback that can, really be that guy to get him the numbers that he needs. Because you look at the numbers that he's getting with mediocre guys, it's worth the contract that he got.
Yeah,
so
he's had the ghost of like 4 quarterbacks pass. Like it was not like none of them. They were all ancient by the time they got to him, or just washed. So I don't know. I think he'll do a lot better with AR there, but they got to go out and get another weapon.
And that's why I kind of thought. I mean, obviously, you got the draft and other things to go, but I thought they would do that during free agency. They don't really have to rush to do it, but another piece can definitely help them out. You see, with the Texans, they have pieces. We won't mention the other two teams, but you're playing to play against them right now. That's the team you're aiming for right now. You need pieces to match up with teams that are going to compete with you for the division. That's coach, man. Question for you.
Yes, sir.
And this is a coaching question. Who's the coach? Who's the coach of the coach? Didn't they just hire somebody last year?
Is Steichen?
Yeah,
No.
it's the coordinator from the Eagles. This is second year.
Second year? Okay. That's the question. That's like really. But my question is stands for is the management up top.
Okay.
It's kind of been, we've heard reports of the GM, what I'm saying, drinking in the whip, stories of him drinking in the whip, being drunk and stuff like that. Then he goes to having a solid draft last year, picking up a piece for your future, things like that. What will this play effect in the way the Colts are in? I don't really know how to put this question in context, but
so was it the GM or the owner?
Was it GM? Balance the GM, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both train wrecks, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. For a train wreck, it's like, okay, it's kind of like kind of like your addiction a little bit. Like sometimes your addiction have you at your high, Anthony Richardson, and sometimes your addiction has you at your low. So we know the players play the game, and obviously they've gotten good players, in that organization. But how long is it before the GMs and them explode on this team again? Because we've seen it happen plenty of times in the last 5 years, 6 years.
I think, if I can be honest, I think this year is a very crucial year for the GM. Just due to the fact of how we all of the starting quarterbacks that we mentioned earlier when we started this segment on them. The Phillip Rivers, the Carson Wentz, the Matt Ryans. It just kept cycling through that. It's like they never recover from neckbeard leaving.
Yeah.
And they caught them off guard, and they haven't recouped from that.
Yeah, it's been, especially because they tried to hold on to the team and just run through a list of old quarterbacks or washed quarterbacks to try to fix it, and that never did. But whatever. In the meantime, they've built pretty well. They've been building. So, a lot of the way that team acts in the front office is because the fish rots from the head, and Irsay is a fucking wreck. But with that being said, Well, with that being said, Irsay's sick right now, so Irsay's not really running shit at the moment. His daughter is.
Right. She may pull the trigger on it. Yeah,
so I can see her eventually if it looks like this is really her team to run and really her gig. Which also, she seems smart, but also seems kind of. I'd be worried. Is all I'm saying.
I'd be worried as if I might hire the first female coach in the NFL.
No, and she could. I mean, maybe, but more worried that she
may be more results driven than her dad is.
That and also
a sense of urgency.
That, but also may kind of also be a lot like her dad, low key. So just everybody gotta be careful with that one. But
the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, I don't even think this one fell. It might have just rolled. But
it was inebriated.
Yeah, but she seems smart, and I hope she can turn the team around. But I do see in the next couple of years major moves being made if the trajectory isn't what they like.
I never understood when they did make those moves with the quarterbacks. Those are the type of moves that you make when you think your team is on the cusp.
That's what I kept telling Lewis. So I've been closely related to this team for the last 4, 5, 6 years because it's Lewis's favorite team and we're always talking sports. So
right.
Same with you guys. I'm more in tune with the Cowboys now than I've ever been. So but with that, yeah. So I kept telling him yo, just not why with the quarterback, just tank. Just tank. So the way he explains it is at first, when they first tried to recover from all that, that team was good enough that maybe it made sense. But then I don't know, then the rest, I don't know what they're doing. I guess he thought the team was good enough to not tank, but I don't know now though. I'm not lying to make anything feel good. This is little me. You got to realize who I just said that connected me to this team is Lewis. That's the opposite of what I deal with Lewis. I ain't trying to make that dude happy or right about anything. But yeah.
I'm looking. So since Andrew Luck left in 18,
yeah.
Or no. Well, he last played in 18.
Yeah.
So he left in 19. Jacoby Brissett for 15, Brian Hoyer for 1, Phillip Rivers for 16, Wentz for 17, Matt Ryan for 12, Sam Ellinger for 3, Nick Foles for 2. I forgot all about him. Yep. Minshew for 13 and Richardson for 4. And it's probably safe to say at that time that division was still kind of between Tennessee and Jacksonville. So why would you go out and make those type of aggressive moves to put a Band-Aid on it? Is it just to compete? It kind of keeps you in the middle all the time. So you can't be in a position to get that franchise quarterback that you can groom and bring in.
Did Colts cut Rivers? Why? He couldn't throw further than 20 yards. That's why.
Making kids. He's still having kids.
And he can throw every one of those kids probably further than a football.
Wasn't there a team like after he retired from the Well, hold on. Didn't the Colts they cut him and what they was gonna bring him back the next year? Was they gonna bring him back for the playoffs or something?
That and I think somebody else when the quarterback got hurt was like, "Yo,
was it the Raiders?"
I feel like why would he have answered the phone? But maybe was it the Raiders?
Shout out to the man, Phillip Rivers, man. He got an offense alive. He got an offensive team now, or defensive team, whatever you want to put it, or special teams.
Actually,
last the Niners. The Niners.
It was Niners and the Dolphins last year.
Yeah, I was saying the Niners because of when Thing got hurt, and they were like, Phil, what are you doing? Low key, he might have won them that game, but they would have had to get out of that game, and they didn't.
Like I said, man, the last few years has been the heart of the QB. If one thing you're going to bank on a QB is when he first comes out the presser. And I say that for every backup QB that's played in the last 3 years, the presser. Now, after you come out the pressure, probably after 3 weeks, and you're still starting, your ass is grass. But for the most part, it's been great little success from backup QBs having to take time. Now, if it goes over extended time, then that's different. But
it's because the first couple teams you can simplify the offense for the quarterback and win that way, and then after that, the teams are like, "No, what you're doing is too simple," and they stop.
Right, exactly. It's kind of like you got tape, and that's the crazy thing. Joe Flacco team. I mean, probably different personnel and different coaches nowadays, but a lot of the same coaches when he was around for the most part. And the way they was playing him was like there was no game tape. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because you got tape on him, but what you don't have tape on is just him turning around, giving the ball to Ford 30 times, and that being a problem for you. And then pulling it out of his belly for the play action. Not much you could do with that.
Definitely.
Did Colts? Yeah, we're still doing that. Well, who we got next? I almost feel like
we got the commissioner of the STWF, man. Like we got a fire commercial, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna drink our Jerry juice and pay our dues. We're gonna get back in about 15, 20 seconds. Amazing. We got trivia questions. We got a question from a fellow supporter of the group. Actually a family member of the group, man. I just gotta stop saying he's a person that just watches the shows. He is part of the show. But we'll get back to you, man, and also AFC South last 2 teams, man. Probably the top 2 teams playing for it all in the division. So stay tuned, fellas and ladies.
Don't go nowhere.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yeah, take that.
Hey, no Diddy. Cut that out.
No Diddy.
No Sean.
So real quick. So
go watch Kyrie lose in Madden. No, I'm kidding.
Shout out to Dale.
Yeah,
Dale, he posed a question for. He always try to give us these questions and stuff. You wants to know who is the best quarterback here. You got Jackson, you got Cool Joe, you got Hurts, and you got Chill Bill, but he can't get over the hill.
I'm gonna go that man. I'm gonna go Josh Allen. If anything told you this season, Josh Allen for sure. I mean, and the guy played with injuries this season, I believe. I think he was something wrong with his was there something wrong with his elbow? I'm lying.
Always, it's always something wrong with his elbow.
Oh, but I just feel like in terms of just like he may never ever get it done and get a title, but it never takes away from what that guy does on a weekly basis. And this season, it came to me, man. Like this dude is he's a monster, man. You can't win everything, man. It sucks in professional sports. You want the good guys to win. You want the Lamars to win. You want Joe Burrow to win. You know what I'm saying? Jalen had a chance to win. But this guy right here, man, like when you look at it 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you look at the guys, statistical wise and stuff like that, I think he's going to be the guy that they're like, damn, he didn't win one. If he doesn't win one.
For me, it's Joe, but I'm not mad if you take Josh. I think it's right. I think they're right there. They give you different things, but they both discussed it. So I don't really know exactly which one to pick. I guess I'll just go with Joe. But I know who's last, and that's Hurts.
Really?
Yeah, easily too.
Easily. You put a little salt in the wound, man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm surprised nobody picked the reigning MVP, 2-time MVP.
Nah, I can't pick him no more after that shitty performance, man, in the AFC Championship game when we had the whole city behind you, man, and you fucked up again. Can't do it.
I don't even care about the whole game. That one pick, I was done. I was officially out, off the wagon.
Yeah, so I'm looking. Yeah,
okay. Man threw in the triple coverage to a tight end, and then when what? Like, yeah, I'm out.
You know what? I probably had to go with Tuke on here though.
Josh a beast. I was praising Josh all year, but I just think Joe's a monster too. Joe's also been to a bowl.
Josh, I think once they got the change in the offense coordinators there, and they found a running game all of a sudden, I think it benefited him considerably.
Oh yeah,
to where you start to see it was a more balanced attack. Interested to see how they do this year. They did. Even though he had one good year, and then he disappeared in Gabe Davis. But he does have he does have two pretty stout tight ends though. So they're gonna run some 2 tight end sets.
Gabe
how
Davis
far is Diggs going to be? I mean, how long is Diggs going to remain there? No, he's a malcontent.
Gabe Davis will have 700 yards and 5 touchdowns.
I'm gonna be real with you. I wouldn't even be surprised if Josh Allen ends up by himself. And I say that because when they gave him that money, that's kind of what you travel to. Like, this is our guy. I wouldn't be surprised if Diggs is gone as well soon, rather than later.
Yeah, they'll replace him though.
No, I mean definitely. They'll definitely replace him, definitely. But
they're not going to send him out there with McKenzie or fucking whatever the young dude is out there. What he's a.
They definitely can't. They talk about building new stadiums and all that. Yeah, you definitely can't. You got to find a star ASAP. What's all the hype with Lamar Jackson, aka running back? I mean, it's not hype. It's not hype at all. Lamar, and it sucks because he's a QB, but at the end of the day, man, football has just opened some in the last 15 years. Just like everything, you know what I'm saying? From Mike Vick to, you see Lamar Jackson now. Like, when this comes to the overall game, the last 5 minutes of a game, you have to kind of have the mind of a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes not the mind of a running back. And not saying that was the reason why Lamar and them lost the AFC Championship, you know what I'm saying? But it's the reason why they lost the championship, because when you're in that modal, when you're fighting against Patrick Mahomes, a guy that last 5 minutes of a game is going to go to his QB intangibles, and you can't do that for 60 minutes, Lamar, it's hard. Some games you have to be QB minded for 60 minutes. Some games you can be running back. And that's cool because it helps your team win. But in important situations, you have to have that QB mind guard on. It has to be on. You're a quarterback.
Even if he had a fucking running back's mindset there, he wouldn't have thrown that ball. So I don't know what he's doing. He need to chill out.
Chris, we didn't choose Joe Burrow because I just want to see him on the field, man. I'm sorry.
The best ability is available.
I just want to see him on the field, Chris. That's the only reason why, man.
That's a problem. That is a problem.
If he was in Dallas, I'll be happy you said, but I got to worry about the injuries too. So.
Yeah. I like Burrow. He got to stay healthy, 100%. Just it is what it is. Lamar's not a running back. He can play quarterback. He just can't play it as good as Mahomes in him. So.
Okay.
So fellas, everybody. So we've been trying to come up with new things, on the play call sheet and also other shows, to kind of keep viewers intrigued. So we do have some NFL trivia tonight, and I hope everybody could figure this answer out because I asked the fellas earlier this question, and it was kind of spooked for a bit. But which Mr. Irrelevant, and that's the last player picked in the draft, the Mr. Irrelevant who has the most points all time. That is the trivia question for tonight. Again, which Mr. Irrelevant, and that is in the history of the NFL, has the most points?
And if you Google it, you go to Diddy's crib regularly.
You don't want to be at Diddy's crib all day because Diddy ain't letting you leave.
Yo, I saw a question today that said, would you rather do 1 round in the ring with Mike Tyson or 2 days at Diddy's house?
Give me Mike all day.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. He lives in a mansion. I could hide in one of them rooms for 2 days.
My man got 007 cameras and take that.
Nah, man. All that weird shit he be doing, I doubt he got cameras. That is incriminating as a mother.
No, they said he got cameras. No, the rumor has it he had cameras in every single room and resident in his mansion.
That man's creepy.
He was videotaping every single moment of everybody over there every day.
That man's creepy. I know he got like 2 or 3 rooms in that house he never goes into, man. I'll leave 2 of them doors cracked and hide under the sink. They'll never find me.
For anybody, man, Jerry Rice is not the answer, man. And
not Jerry. Nah.
We'll get through our segment. If anybody can't find the answer out, we will give you the answer to the trivia question. But you got to stay tuned for after we talk about this next team for the trivia answer. If you're really dedicated STWF viewers, to find the answer out.
Or I'll just be an asshole and we'll never give it to you. I'll end the stream.
We can do that too. We give it to you next week.
No. We'll tell you. Just don't Google it.
Yeah, play fair.
Well, how about 2 days in Diddy house or 2 days in Michael Jackson?
Oh!
Yo, I'll stay at Mike's house. I'll beat Mike's ass. He's trying to fuck
with Jenny gonna be there. If Jenny at Mike's house, I'm staying at Mike's crib.
Man, yeah, I'll slap Mike so hard he'll look black again. He better not come at me.
So next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Head coach is Doug Peterson. They had a couple of changes. No, they did lose Ridley that we spoke about earlier. We talked about, the potential of Lawrence possibly starting to lean towards the bust aspect. Maybe we're not committed to that yet, or we still giving him a chance.
Yeah, my man's in the middle at full and empty right now, but it's going along empty side, but not all the way empty side. All he needs is a dub, and he can go pump his gas a little bit.
Who you talking about?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor's. I mean, look. Oh, they're married to that situation. He's there.
Oh, you know what? So they lost Calvin Ridley, but they brought in Armstead. They brought in Gabe Davis.
Meh.
They brought in Duvernay.
Meh.
They brought in Darby. Ronald Darby at cornerback.
He's like 32, right?
He is 30. 30 years and 2 months old.
They're just gonna figure they're gonna have him. They're gonna have Trevor Lawrence just play with mediocre wide receivers his whole career. That's what they're gonna do. It's just a guy that's supposed to be a generational talent. Why have you put a generational receiver next to him?
I mean, that ain't that kind of how it works though, too. You give the young quarterback all the talent. Then once you have to pay the quarterback, he gets less talent.
They paid him already?
He's going to get paid soon.
Oh, they pay. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like if he was what they was, they haven't. Calvin was. Some people would have said, hey, Calvin, the season that he had prior to the betting scandal, hey, that was a good risk. Obviously it wasn't, you lost that. So it's like, then you go give Gabe Davis all this money.
I felt like they had to just fill in the spot. And technically, if they still believe that Trevor can be what they think what they
He'd
all
be able to make anybody thrive.
he should be able to make at least Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk good enough to win. And he got Ingram, and they got a running game. They technically have enough that they didn't necessarily need. But Ridley was supposed to be the luxury. Like, oh my God, we got this team that we're building, and we just added one of the better receivers in the league. That's what that was supposed to be. He's gone. So now they're going to go back to riding with Christian Kirk, playing at number one, getting paid like a number one. So they might as well have him at number one. And then also, now you got Gabe Davis. They got enough weapons. If Trevor continues to progress, they have enough.
Last day to sign the tag was March 5th.
Who they tag?
Hold on. The franchise tag deadline?
Oh, that's the question.
Hold on. Let me see. March 5th.
I know that's for the non-exclusive.
Okay, so this I forgot there's two. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it might be for both of them though. It's the non-exclusive.
I'm not seeing
and then it's the
anything.
transition tag.
Yeah. I'm not seeing anything else besides the March 5th date. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Moki's wilding again.
What happened?
I don't know. I just saw a bottom line her talking shit again. Monkey I fucking love Monkey.
I love it too, man. Shout out to the lady, man. I was watching college tapes last night of her, dog. She's really what she was on that college bench as a coach is while she was as a player.
Oh, she like that. She's her for real. Like, you see that suit she was wearing? She killed 2 giraffes and a dolphin for that shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, tagged him. Yep, Josh Allen was tagged. You're right.
Yep.
Gary Anderson and Joe Montana, my final picks. No, but Gary Anderson was a good guess.
I don't understand what's the Gary Anderson or Joe Montana for my final what?
For the most points by Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh no. Man, he really likes that 49ers team, doesn't he? The Gary Anderson was a dope pick, but he got drafted, I believe.
So, would Doug Peterson be able to work the same magic in Jacksonville that he did in Philly?
With whom?
With
Sunshine. Jack. I mean, it should have started by now. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe he had to get his bearings this year. We'll see. But I don't know. Did he really make anyone on Philly better? Did he? I mean, Foles. I guess Foles, right? Wentz had a good year, but then
my man just had a magical. It was a magical year for the Eagles, and the coach. It was a magical year for him. It happens, and then when coaches win championships, people label them as a great coach now, and it was more to the overall play of the Eagles, but you can't overlook the coaching job that he did. You know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything else is going to be yellow brick road. Everything else is going to be Bill Belichick or Shanahan or, stuff like that happens, and that's, I feel, what Peterson went through. Peterson had his string. He had his couple gold. And with that couple gold, you can have teams thinking that you can turn them into gold. And necessarily hasn't happened yet in Jacksonville. Though it's been hints of little gold, more silver, but that's what I'm saying. He's going to be next. It's a wrap for him. Because if you can't get that Philly gold in Jacksonville, then Jacksonville's going to start to see, like, this is not the guy we should have gave this money to hire him. But then on the flip side for Trevor Lawrence, this be his third coach in 5 years, 6 years. Then
that's why I think they need to let him at least finish out his contract, because they did Lawrence a disservice by who they started him out with. They knew that wasn't going to work. But they're trying to drum up, you got the number 1 pick. You got this hot coach that everybody's been trying to see come in and do his thing.
Such a weird move.
It was.
Urban. Such a weird move.
So, yeah.
Like, it made more sense than Patricia at offensive coordinator, but not like a lot more sense. Like, it just
it's in the same neighborhood.
It's like I mean, like, they're neighbors. Like,
I'm gonna be real with you. Should have kept Urban, dog.
What?
I say that and I even when Urban got fired, I was mad at it. I was mad.
You are not gonna yell your way through this point.
No, I'm not yelling my way through this. It's not that important to yell my way through this. But I wasn't a fan of them firing him. Though he did a lot of things to get himself fired, I don't think anything was coaching. I just think it was outside life.
He did only things that got him fired. Like it was exclusive. He had his
you said the girl and all that stuff, man. Unexcusable. It's not excusable at all.
Kicker.
Bro, he had exclusive rights to fireable shit for a whole season. Like I don't understand. Like
I feel like this is the curse. This is the curse of firing Urban, man. You deserve this, Jaguars. You deserve this.
This is a bad take.
Hey, one of y'all teams in the nation where I was college football, NFL need an Urban Meyer on the sidelines for y'all, man.
Okay. Not on my team. We cool.
You want some 2-0, man? No.
Damn, dog, the hate for my man, dog.
Oh, your man. First of all, that's my guy, and he's a train wreck, and he has been since he left Florida.
And then when all that stuff happened when he was in Jacksonville, went it on the heels of the allegations from the time he was in Ohio?
You mean all the shit he let happen at Ohio and said nothing? when he went full Joe Paterno but wasn't senile? You mean that? Yeah.
That guy.
That guy. Fucking guy.
He's definitely going to get overpaid, Ant. He's definitely going to get overpaid because you look at the statistics. The draft, he was the best in his draft by far, and he still holds that starting spot on the team in Jacksonville. Of course, they're going to pay that more.
It's kind of unfair to say that, though. You say a quarterback is overpaid just because they didn't win a Super Bowl.
Everybody in the NFL is overpaid.
Yes.
That part.
Because guess what? I had a recollection last week when I finally gave Romo and Dak Day flowers. Not because I'm a Cowboy fan. I've been very critical of these guys for quite some time. But I had come to the conclusion.
Me defending Romo. It's crazy.
Bizarro world. But at the end of the day, you got to think about if you got a quarterback who you can actually dub as a franchise quarterback, which means it makes you competitive every year, then you need to stick with that guy. Because guess what? If I'm not mistaken, Anthony, Commanders fan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all been looking for quarterback for quite some time, just like we did between Aikman and Romo. Looking for quarterback for quite some time.
Washington's like how it started, how it's going. Like, y'all ain't doing shit. So, but look, also, that's on the field. On the field, he's still got plenty of potential, and he's going to be good, I still believe. Off the field, he's invaluable. Like, there's no value you could put on him. That fucking town loves him. Yeah. They love, every one of those fans love him. He's marketable. He's also a great dude, all this shit. So, put it like this. He's going to have to he could stay like this at this level, play 20 years in Jacksonville if he wants to. But, like that. But,
Eric, you would love.
You already know, my guy. But yeah, like for them to move on from Trevor, he's gonna have to either be really bad or like say the N-word or something. Like he's gonna
like pull a Raleigh.
I agree with the N-word.
Like, there's no way out. There's just no way out. He's gonna be there.
Yeah. You gotta think there's a lot. Well, first of all, every team that you think is a competitor, like, case in point, we talked about Tennessee earlier. Somebody had mentioned that there might be a competitor or contender, rather. They can't because they don't know who or what they have at quarterback. You got somebody who can at least put you in a position to win some games and compete. That's what you build off of.
Yeah, it's like they have a guy that they know won't throw 4 interceptions in a playoff. Oh, wait.
Bazanga.
To be fair, he came back and won the game. But yeah, I said that. I just wanted to make the funny. You're 100% right, Coach. It's so much easier to build a team when you know what the guy is. He don't even got to be great. Like you just got to know what he is, and they know what he is, and they know he'll be there. Yeah, you just is it. Like I said, unless he wants to leave, he's gonna retire in Jacksonville.
Hey, or this is the best case scenario for Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna say this right here. This is not gonna come true at all, but this would be magical for the state of Florida and him. If you go after you Cam Peterson, just holler at Dabble.
You might get him because it's been bad there for a while now. After Trevor left, it's not gone well.
No, it hasn't. It's
been pretty bad. Like the guy who was supposed to be next, Huey Lunga, he don't even play on that team anymore, and he's still playing college ball. But he's transferred. They're like 2 quarterbacks past him, and still don't got the guy. I don't think.
Nah.
So, crickets.
That works. So the team that actually won the division I would say if you looked at it from the beginning of the season, it came out of nowhere. But as the season progressed and what we were seeing week over week, when it got towards the end, it's kind of like, okay, they won the division. We ain't too surprised they did. Because they just kept getting better and better.
Texans, right? Yeah, it's wild.
Yes. Talk about the Texans. And it's crazy. Because they're one of the younger teams in the league.
Was it the youngest or is that the Packers?
Packers are the youngest.
Okay. They're like top 3, you're right, though. Yeah, it's like.
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it because I actually had it on here. Yeah, I love stats.
When I'm thinking about the team, I can't even think of anybody who's been there a while.
Who's been actually with their?
Yeah, like I can only it's a couple guys like JJ. Like,
average age.
Gone, so.
Actually, the league average is 26.77 years. Their average age is 27.
Oh, they're a little old. They're old. What percent?
Green Bay's average age is 25. Kansas City is 26.
They still got Deshaun Watson on the roster. That's why it's that 28.
Oh, by the way, y'all weren't gonna run with the right story today?
I was actually waiting on the response from you, and that's why I posted it yesterday in the group. Yeah. Like, this is Will's man right here. Man, Rice, man, acting like Henry Ruggs, man, and shit. It's crazy as hell, man.
And he wasn't even at the scene, apparently, because they found a car.
Yeah. Gotta be smarter than that, dog. And he did it on 75 where there are cameras everywhere there.
That was the other thing I saw. I was like, nigga did it in Dallas? Like, what is he doing? Wow. Is he from Dallas?
He's from Fort Worth.
Hey, Coach, man, get your boy, bro. What's going on, man? Go.
And the thing about it,
give him some noogies.
Hopefully, I think one of his boys is probably going to take the fall for it. Say he was driving.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, fleeing the accident is like it's
a felony.
It's a felony, yeah. It's a class 2 felony.
My man Rasheed Rice, man, went from Super Bowl champion to selling that ring for Bill. And the ring ain't even come yet.
He gonna have to come and get his ring and cuffs. He better chill, bro. Like,
hey, Tony, and they over here trying to slaughter my man's Tony, dog. Tony about to get his spot back next year, baby.
I wish. Few players have disappointed me more than what Tony did this year.
Yeah, girl legit too, dog.
Here's the scary thing. We saw what Houston just did. They went and they killed it in the draft last year. I mean, they crushed it. Guess how? And right now they're sitting at about $32.5 million in cap space.
Chiefs, right?
Oh, Texas.
Texas. Oh, yeah, they got mad room. Yeah, it's crazy.
They
don't need it, but I want to see them go out and get another receiver. I think it would be hilarious.
What pick do they have?
I can check right now. Hold on.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'll go through who they have from a free agency standpoint this year.
They don't have a first, I don't think.
They lost Sheldon Rankins.
Oh, no.
They lost Devin Singletary.
Oh, no. These are sarcastic oh-nos in case the fans want to know.
Let me see. Who else did they lose? They brought in cornerback C.J. Henderson from Carolina. That's a good pickup for them.
Yeah.
They brought in defensive lineman Mario Edwards.
Huh.
Mario Edwards Jr., as a matter of fact, from Seattle to Houston.
Hold on. Mario Edwards. Okay, no, I'm getting confused with Mario Williams. That's the play over there.
I know, right?
Now it's the Mario Edwards. He's played cornerback in Dallas from Florida State.
Okay.
That's his son.
Mm.
Oh shit.
You gonna say Texas is better than the Cowboys?
Hey, that's what they're saying here, man.
Oh, my dead body. We'll find out next year. We played them, I think.
We do.
Oh yeah, Dallas by 20. Back to reality.
So Texans don't pick till 42.
So they got a high second.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the type of people who will be around at that point in terms of this mock draft that I just did while we were doing this, because I have a problem.
Save it for the end.
Oh, you're right.
We're gonna do the mock draft. We do
Okay.
it every week.
You're right.
So real quick, they've got Laramie Tunsil is still there. Robert Woods is there. They've got, of course, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, good 1-2 punch. Dalton, where can I fall? Coach Schultz, re-upped.
Don't be hating.
Jimmy Ward, Joe. They got Joe Mixon. That's a big pickup for them.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That moves Pierce back to like just a third down back that he's gonna kill at, I think, too. That helps.
What was that?
Is it Pierce, the Florida Gator guy? Remember, he killed last year before that.
Oh, he got hurt. The guy that Pierce.
Yeah, is he out of there?
No, he's still there, but the rumor is he might be available.
Oh wow.
Jerry.
Yeah, I'm about to say Jerry. Pick up the phone.
Is it a phone?
They definitely have a good core that they're building there. Ryans is a hell of a coach. He went back home, so to speak, because he was in Houston with Cushing, right?
Yep.
I believe so.
Playing for Wade.
Juju's a problem.
So they did re-sign Derek Barnett. They re-signed Neville Hewitt. So they're keeping some of their core people, but then they're still adding at the same time. And then they're probably, after the draft, they're probably going to grab some free agencies, as far as the younger guys they're bringing in. Yep. They're still going to have some money to play with for some veterans who might get cut after the draft.
Damn it, Bobby.
What's going on with you?
But yeah, man, they have so much to work with and already a team that's contention worthy. They contended towards the end, and they even contended in the playoffs with Tank Dell out when Tank Dell was killing it all year.
They did.
That's why I think they should go get another wideout. Let me see who was there. Oh,
like a free agent wideout.
If there's a good one, sure. But I'm trying to look at the. So McConkey will be there.
Excuse me.
McConkey will be there. Corley, Corley will be there still. Polk will be there, who played on the other side of Rome. These are all receivers. Xavier Legette out of South Carolina.
So I'm looking at a couple of players that they have.
Ooh, Ricky Perso will be there.
As far as the veterans that are still available, Hunter Renfro, OBJ.
Oh, he's perfect for what they need, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter? Renfro's perfect.
OBJ, Michael Gallup, Tyler Boyd,
Michael
Thomas, Valdell Scantling.
I mean,
Bourne, McCole Hardman.
Bourne's available. I thought we locked him up. That list might be old because we locked up Bourne. I'm pretty sure we signed Bourne for 3 years.
Kendrick Bourne. Let's see. You're correct. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have him on here.
Yeah,
he did. Was it 3 years?
33 million.
Yeah,
it's literally what we give every receiver. We've
probably said 5 minutes ago to put him on the list.
We've signed like 3 to 5 receivers in the last couple of years, and they're all been for like 3 years, 33 million.
You know, somebody I wouldn't be surprised to see there
Who?
is Gallup.
Yeah, that might
Because
work.
you got Noah Brown is already there. Dalton Schultz is already there.
Hey, come on, join the boys.
Yep.
Come on, join the better Texas team. Yeah,
Right.
y'all, listen here.
Y'all ain't got to even move out of Texas, bro.
Right, exactly. You ain't got to watch your crib, bro.
I'm still up here with my mom and them.
I just moved out. My man just got thought I was leaving Dallas. Be Childs Trasinko will stay in the facility.
That's the best story. I love all his stories. Him sleeping at the facility is amazing. How you put that much effort in? You could have been better than what happened. Did he maximize everything he could have been?
Who, Ojo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can say that. Or the NFL just pretty much tired of him.
He don't get enough love when we talk about the greats.
Nah, you don't.
Mike Trout homers twice and Angels win over Marlins.
And Astros pitching through a no-hitter against the Blue Jays tonight.
Oh, shit. Oh, Jake is
Jake
in a
13.
coma. Jake 13.
So I think Will had mentioned. I'm looking at some of the wide receivers that they said they might be able to take in the second round. You had mentioned McConkey, right? Yeah, McConkey. Keon Coleman
Coleman's falling. I mean, free falling in the draft.
and Xavier Worthy are the three that they predict that they might be able to snag in the second. But I don't think Worthy,
Makes
if he's
it
there,
past.
yeah, I don't think he does.
That's too. Even though that's not even a really smart pick for them because they could probably fill a need with a better player. He is just too much of what Andy Reid would love to use, and it's exactly what kind of they lost with Hill. So
Exactly who they lost with Hill. And Reed shows that he likes those types of players. Because didn't he originally have Jackson there in Philly?
Deshaun,
Yeah.
and then drafted Macklin on top of that.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I don't know if he drafted Hill. I think he drafted Hill, and then also McCole Hardman, another speeder. So
he likes to stretch the field.
He likes to have the guy out there who can stretch it. You put him and McCole out there, your fucking safeties have to play 30 yards off the line.
So that is our look at the AFC South. Now it's the time for our draft guru.
Hold on. We got no preseason predictions of who's gonna win this division.
From this division, we should do that. Yeah, I'm chalking, bro. It's Texans.
I'm going Texans as well.
They're gonna win this division.
Shit. Do I gotta play all ball or should I just stay straight face?
Wouldn't be you if you didn't.
Do I really want to go Texans? I do not want them to be the best team in Texas, but that necessarily doesn't have to be the case if they win the division.
The Tuke pick here is the Titans. The Tuke pick here is the Titans.
No, I kind of want to slide Indy, man, but I'm gonna keep it true in Houston, man. I'm gonna go Texans, man.
Okay.
I want to go Colts
Houston
though.
as well.
Yeah, clean sweep from all of us, which means they're definitely not going to win it. So,
Colts, baby, Colts.
That's funny.
Ooh.
Brother Will.
Yes, sir.
So let's take a look at this week's mock draft. See what's going on because you did mention that who's that? Coleman is dropping down.
Oh, free falling in the draft.
Did he have a bad pro day?
He had, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, so basically he just looks super stiff out there, especially in the gauntlet drill where they throw the balls from both sides as you run across the field. I think he dropped a couple of those. He just looks stiff. He just looks like I don't know how that guy's going to create separation because his off the line moves are non-existent. He's pretty much just going to be a big. I see a lot of what's the one we always make fun of? The Carolina drafted the 6'5" Benjamin.
Kelvin Benjamin.
He looks exactly like it's Kelvin Benjamin all over again. It might be. All right, let me pull this up. Pull it up, JB. Oh shit, which one is it? I have so many mocks open. Which is the one that I'm sharing? Nope. I know it's bad. I need elevator music. What is that from?
That's from Quincy. Is that Quincy?
I think. Oh yeah. Yo, we need to play that game one day on. Oh, that might be my chop up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to find something that only has short clips. Guess that tune. That's a fun ass topic tomorrow. All right, here we go. We mock traffic. All righty, I've let us pick every team. Actually, you know what? Let's. I'm not gonna do it the same way. That's boring. Do a little twist. All right, who's still in the chat? We are only gonna draft.
We got Bobby in here.
Okay, so Bobby's here, so that means we're gonna be drafting for the Saints. We're only gonna draft for our teams and our extended teams. So, Cowboys, where are they? Bam. Lions, bam.
15.
Two. Pick another team that you want to draft for.
Can't forget your Patriots, man.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't even give a shit about my own team right now. They got third pick. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Let's draft for how many teams we got NFC?
We got
1, 2, 3.
It's 3 NFC. We need an AFC, so pick an AFC.
All right, so pick another AFC team. I'm interested.
Chris still in here?
Bengals. Yeah, Chris is probably still around.
Bengals just for the love.
Yeah, but do it. All right, you know what? Lewis is probably somewhere around. We'll do the Colts too. Just because I want to pick Worthy, we'll do the Chiefs. All right. All right, that's pretty good. That's enough. The rest is not up to us, which will be fun. All right, let's go. First pick. What did the Bears do? Caleb Jaden. Oh, ooh, they offered me. They offered my Patriots the 11 and the 23. Bill would have did this immediately, but
Jaden's gone, and that's who you wanted.
It is who I wanted, but I'm gonna say no here. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna reject this trade. I'm gonna reject this trade, and I am going to take Drake May. Okay, Malik goes. Marvin goes next. Joe Alt next. Ooh, McCarthy, Rome. Ooh, it's getting hot and heavy. New Orleans. Okay, Bobby, you doing this trade?
You're giving up your 14th and 150 for San Francisco's 31, 63, 84, and a second and next year, and a third next year. Wow.
Hey, Bob, if I was you, I'll take it. But for the sake of
all day.
He took it. Okay, yep. So he's taking the deal. All right, bam. That's dope. They took Brock. Wow. The Niners took Brock Bowers.
Really?
Ooh.
To go with Kittle, that's fucking nightmarish. Holy shit. All right, so I'm going to do for the Colts. The Colts are offered
15 and 117 for Tampa Bay's 26-57 in their first next year.
That's crazy. I gotta do that for the Colts. They still get the pick just 10 picks later. There's no one here that like, oh my God, they need. Yeah, right. We doing that for the Colts. For the Colts. Oh, now we're doing it. Now since he got too much, they can't do that. So we pick up for Cincy. Oh, we got another trade offer.
Yeah, 3 trade offers. Everybody want that pick right there.
Yeah, and we're definitely not trading this in division, so we're out of that one. All right, so for the Bengals, we're gonna get him some line help, right? So Joe can stay alive, maybe.
Yes, we need Joe to stay alive. We don't need a run.
Yeah, J.C. Latham, keep the man alive. Kool-Aid goes next. Cooper goes next. Tyler goes next. Brian Tyler's third, fourth time I've seen that happen. All right, fellas, it's you.
We ain't trading with these marks.
We ain't trading.
24
and what? And the seventh in next year for a 42 and a 59 here this year.
Oh, so they want to trade that high second rounder to try to get back in the first round?
So they're trying to get
Dallas's watch? Hell no.
Nah. Rejection?
Y'all better wait till y'all 42nd pick. Now, this may be interesting, man. You know what I'm saying?
27?
I mean, yeah, you move 3 spots back and pick up a 5th. Is it worth it?
Who's left on the table?
It's looking like we hide. I don't even know where that goes when I hide it now, though. We got Faltino. So some offensive line, defensive line. Chop Robinson out there to go on the other side of. Ooh, that'd be scary if I got Chop. Nate Wiggins, Keon Coleman. I know you've been talking about getting the corner, Coach. Wiggins is up there.
They need a tackle.
Defensive or offensive?
Offensive tackle.
Troy Fontenot's right there.
Take Troy.
Y'all going with Troy?
Take Troy.
Where's he from? UCLA?
Washington. Hey, I ain't see that man get tackled very much, but in that big game, he was running for his life. Faltino's supposed to be good, though.
Some off.
Position ranking?
I know he was ranked 17 overall in this whole draft. In terms of this site.
Okay.
So you're getting a value pick here at 24.
Offensive tackle, right? He's
Right.
played left tackle?
I believe so. Let's go take a look. 6'3". I hate 6'3" tackles. I want them to be at least 6'6". Yeah.
Small.
But then again, you got the smaller, fast edge rushers. He can get under them.
See, this is where that what's called might have come in handy.
What?
Trading back 3 spots.
Oh, wait. Is that still in the... Oh, hey, the offer's still here.
Take the offer.
Take the offer.
That's funny how it looked like you got to see the players. Everything changed. They took Byron Murphy. Now, Indy's being offered the 38, the 106, and you were definitely doing this for the Colts.
The first, yeah.
The Colts are racking up right now. This is crazy. This is how you rebuild a team, Lewis. Pick 27.
Go to Dallas. And then
they get rid of the pick 27 and 174. They get pick 43, 74, and next year second.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I know you want to build with picks, but Chop's still on the board now. I mean, you put him on the other side of Parsons.
Bobby.
Well, Bobby said I can't see.
Yep, Atlanta. Make them give up more. Yeah, get us to a counter offer. See what they got.
Oh, you want to counter? We're playing all type of games now, huh? Can you see it?
Yep.
7.
Oh, I made it too big.
We want a second and a fourth.
Yeah, from 43 to 27. What did they have?
Yeah, from 27 to they're hopping up big time.
But that 43 is for next year, isn't it?
No, it's current. It's current. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's current.
So currently, what is that they're giving up? A 43, 74?
Yeah. So for the current, current they're giving up a 43 and a 74, and then you're also getting next year a second from Atlanta, who's probably not going to be great.
I'm taking that shit. I'm taking that second and that fourth next year.
So you want
Think so too?
See what they say. Throw the fourth on there.
Yeah. Oh, let me check this shit.
They hung up on you, motherfuckers.
All right, so we still got Chop there.
Yo,
what position is Chop?
Edge rusher.
Nah. Got some young guys that need to play now.
You don't want to put him on the other side of Parsons, see what happens?
No, you need to see what you got in Williams.
I know. All right, you got the off. I think the center, Jackson Powers Johnson, Keon Cole. Hey, how about y'all draft Bo Nix? It's pretty much over for Dak, right?
See, Jackson Powers, I like him at 23.
Okay. Barton. You can go out and get your mans, Adonai.
Nah.
You don't like Adonai like that?
We need another receiver, dog.
That's what I was just saying. Adonai Mitchell's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at another receiver. I don't want no old ass Brandon Cooks another year.
You stuck with him.
If that's the case, then you probably should have took the trade that we just got rejected on.
Oh, from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, to move back to get Adonai? Wait,
yeah.
Let's see him.
Because you're going to come to a point. Are you really going to be trying to...
Still up there.
Huh?
Trade still there. Y'all gonna go full Belichick? You gonna trade out of the pick you traded out for?
43-74. Oh, that offer's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen here, man. We might just have to eat it and fucking take it.
Yeah, I might have to take it.
You have to eat it and take it, man.
Hey, yo.
It took Chop.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, they took Chop? Yeah. So I gotta make a decision. Oh, we can make this decision, Coach. Detroit. So the 29 for 33 and 65. Yeah, that I would do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is doable.
Just moving down 4 spots.
Yeah. Adonai's gone.
Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Bobby, you got Bo Nix there.
New Orleans doesn't want to participate in this draft.
Say 31 and a 6 next year for 48 and a 2nd next year from Jacksonville.
Or the 39th and the 101 in this draft.
I mean, the division.
In your division, too. Devin Booker dropped 52.
His 3rd straight 50-point game against the Pelicans.
Okay. Without looking anywhere, he drops 52 versus the Pels. And who does he join as only players with 3 straight 50-point games versus a single opponent?
Wilt, more than likely.
Yeah, it was Wilt.
Only Wilt. Wilt's the only motherfucker shit. Oh, I was gonna say Kobe, but
I'm about to piss everybody off on Wednesday with a Wilt topic.
Yeah, I kind of saw a little bit of it.
You saw that? You saw that shit.
He said take Bo Nix.
Does he mean it though, or is that some?
He said Bo Nix take him.
Holy shit!
My man said he's gonna take Bo Nix, dog. He said he's done with the old car.
That's actually probably the best for them, man. Ooh,
Damn.
They offered them all of it.
Damn.
They just gave the pussy up. Holy shit!
Hell yeah.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th next year.
Holy
I hope the Jets
I
suck so. I hope the Jets suck so bad next year.
But look, that means their next pick won't be till 72. Can I do that to the Chiefs? My whole purpose of picking the Chiefs was the
Especially if we don't know
was the draft worthy. It was the draft worthy right there.
That's a haul though, man.
It really is. But guess what? This team is not in the business of doing. Planning for the future. They're winning right now.
So you want Worthy.
You know what? You're right, though. I'll take the trade. That's a lot of shit for this trade. I'll take the trade. Detroit. No, they should probably pick here at this point.
Yeah.
What's the other deal? Nah. That's a lot for next year, though.
What's that? They dropped down, but they dropped down like 50 spots, though.
Yeah, that's way too much. They need some players. Reject. And with the 33rd pick, or the first pick in the 2nd round.
Would they take Xavier Worthy? Or would they take Jackson? Damn, Powers made it to the 2nd round.
Who was that? Oh, that's an offensive guard?
That's a center.
Center. And I think they
probably the best center in the draft.
Oh, yeah, I'll take him.
Yeah, the Lions probably got to take that. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, shit.
Move down 5 spots.
I was about to take Worthy from my own team.
Carolina's probably going to take him.
I know, and I still
they already took Mitchell.
But I got to take this trade. Our team is so bad. Let me see what the other trade is. 44 and 77. No, hell no. No, we're taking the first deal. Kingsley. He's going to make it.
Miami gonna take that.
Nah, Colts can't do this. Is there anything else? No. Who the Colts take? Oh, I'm the one picking. Y'all not getting Worthy, so let me see. They do need a receiver too.
They going Worthy, dog.
Did they say McConkey?
I was thinking McConkey because he had a really good No, you know what? Can they? What was the trade? How far back was it? Because I know exactly who I'm going to pick for them, but it's not now. I don't need to do it now. Yeah, what was the trade? Oh, I already rejected it. God damn it. Proposed trade. All right. I don't even see him either, so forget about it. Let me see who they got here. Penix, Haynes.
Don't they need a cornerback?
They have young corners. I don't know how good they are. Lewis seems to think they're good, but they play pretty well, honestly.
You got Sweat in there, defensive tackle.
Do they need a defensive tackle? Don't they have DeForest Buckner, right?
They do. You're right.
I don't know how much longer they have him for, though. You know what? We're gonna go O-line. Hell no. Patriots, for no reason, are getting worthy. What y'all doing?
What does that say?
43 for pick. Is that 86 or 56?
86. Yeah.
86.
Y'all can't do that. That's whack.
Nah, we can't do that. Houston's picks next year gonna be fucking crap.
Who y'all
Who we
picking?
got left? But I think this might be where you take Sweat at defensive tackle.
Yeah, that checks out.
They lost Hankins. Mozzie lost all that weight.
Yep. Bobby, you gonna trade back again? Bobby?
45 and 170 for 81 to 102.
Yeah, 102.
And
And then
first
next year. Oh, you gotta do that. I'm gonna make it for him. I'm making this decision for his ass. You gotta do this. It's an extra first next year. What does that mean? That's a first round player that you
Bob said rejected.
What? Who do you want? That's on the board still.
Yeah. Who's left? McConkey?
Here, I'll give you a look-see. Who do you want here? I guess, to be fair, I'm overreacting. I don't know that a first-round pick is going to be that much better than an early second-round pick, but
Seattle, new head coach, same quarterback, who might come back down to earth.
damn it, Bobby. They need everyone. All right, well, I need less explaining and more picking, Bobby.
Who's that? Darius Robinson,
Lad McConkey,
Zach Frazier, Trey Benson.
Mm-hmm. Be a weird pick this early, but
yeah.
I mean, he's ranked 44 overall.
Get rid of Kamara. So
Probably the better. If you have him under contract, you could trade Kamara for some stuff. I still wouldn't be shocked if he was a draft night trade.
Yeah, me neither. Said Frazier.
Frazier it is. Oh, picking for the Colts again.
Houston trying to throw this fucking shit at everybody, huh?
Yeah, they really are. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna draft them McConkey. For the Bengals, Benson, right? They need a back now.
They need a back.
Gone.
They do. Yep.
And he's sitting right there.
Yep.
This was a fun little twist on this to like only pick a few teams and then see what happens.
56 to take 80. Was it 89?
85 and then
a second next year.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Nah. Let me see who we got left.
Y'all need a receiver, right? Polk's out here. 6'1", 203.
What school is he from?
He was
Washington.
Washington. Other side of Rome.
He did some shit.
He was balling in the championship game for a little bit there, I think.
What linemen are left?
O lineman?
Yeah.
We got Patrick Paul at the tackle. We got
Patrick Paul. What school is he from?
Patrick Paul is from Houston.
Nah. I know who he is.
I'm telling.
He look a little soft in the midsection.
Yeah. I'm telling.
Who soft, him or Caleb?
Oh yeah. The next offensive, the center, Cedric Van Pran Granger.
Damn.
You want to say that name a bunch of times? Fuck that.
Cedric Paul Wang Granger.
Call him VPG.
Yeah, for real.
Go back up to the top again.
Yeah, these bitches ain't doing it.
So who you think, too?
Man, I'm not mad at the receiver pick, man. You poke, man.
Roll with it.
Indy, nope. Because I could have took a haul there actually, but I'm gonna wild out. This is not at all what they would do, but I'm doing it because I want this to happen. Reunite the Florida boy with the Florida boy.
Oh, here we go, man. Here we go. Detroit.
What's Detroit doing?
What's that, 83.99 for 61?
61. It's 20 spots, basically, 22 spots. But that's what you think, Coach. What's the next trade? Oh, this we do.
Was it a 3rd and a 5th?
3rd and the 5th
108.
next year, then 108 and 120. That's 4
Yeah, you take that, figuring
That's
Minnesota's
4 players.
in that. Yeah.
That's 4 players.
Yeah, you definitely take that. Yeah.
You got to. Damn it, Bobby.
Was that 63 and then moved down to 66?
I'm going to do this for him because you got
And
to
then pick up
Yes,
forward?
you take that. You take that. Hell yeah.
I'm going to do this for him. It's 3 spots and then a free 4th.
Sorry, Bobby.
Chiefs.
83 and 99.
Let's hide it for a second. See what they have to offer here.
She missing bunnies.
How good is Sanat? Maybe you ready up your replacement?
Maybe.
Or maybe go out and get a Jones replacement for when he eventually, but nah, it's too early. He signed long. Didn't he sign long term?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's there.
I feel like another dog alongside over there wouldn't be bad either.
It would not hurt. Braswell, the edge rusher from Bama.
You kind of you got to kind of keep that fair on defense. You know, your defense was the guys last year turning up for you. You know what I'm saying?
So would you rather get it? Would you guys think the Chiefs are better off with an edge right here or a defensive tackle who can help in the middle?
The Chiefs just signed Carson Wentz.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, Carson. A year too late, Carson. They always sign you a year too late, dog.
Look at you getting the job. What you think, Coach? Edge or tackle here for them? Edge. Chris, It is. Pick the goddamn guy. Oh, that was the last pick of the second draft.
Okay.
Second round. That's dope.
That's a good pickup for Cincy.
Yeah, since he did,
Latham and Benson.
yeah, since he did well. I worry that they did not. Well, it's the first 2 rounds, so the rest of the. I feel like if that's what they did, the rest of their draft has to be defense.
Yeah.
This is what Indy did.
Got 3 players.
They got
They got 2 first.
Yeah, they got Haynes. They got Haynes and 2 receivers, which is a wild decision by me. I drafted 2 white receivers for them. That's comedy. And they got 2 first. They had a hell of a 2 first.
They got 3 first.
You got 2 wide receivers that go with Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark most likely gonna go to Indy anyway.
Yo, imagine if I had actually picked like them correctly instead of just wanting them to get Ricky Pearsall. They would have. This is a good draft for them right there. The Chiefs did well. They got Braswell, and then they traded for. They got a 2nd, a 3rd, and a 4th all next year. The Patriots, we got Drake, May, and Worthy. I'd be extremely happy with that, honestly.
I already knew you would.
Your Cowboys got Sweat, Polk, a 2nd and a 5th next year. That's a pretty good haul for the first 2 rounds. We did some weird stuff with Detroit. They got Jackson Powers Johnson. They got a 3rd and a 5th next year. I don't think we did right by Detroit, coach. And the Saints, what did Bobby do for them? Okay, Bobby drafted the replacement quarterback. He drafted the first player Bobby drafted won't even play this year probably. Zach Frazier's a great pickup for them. They do need an O-line guy, but then he picked up so many picks for next year.
What do you get? 1 second, 2 thirds, and a fourth?
Fourth, all for next year. They're gonna have a hell of a draft, which will help with that cap issue that they're never gonna get out of.
Poor Saints, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, the only thing y'all had going for y'all tonight was the LSU Tigers, and Caitlin Clark whooped that Tigers' ass.
It down, yeah.
Take that.
Her 73-point field goal surpasses Diana Taurasi, so now she's also the most prolific 3-point shooter in the tourney. Oh, I like this. Damian Lillard just tweeted, Juju is like Melo at Syracuse for real.
She is.
You want to give her the ball, man, for real. Like, yeah, she really is like Melo on Q's.
But it looks like Connecticut's about to try to storm there. Gio Auriemma trying to sneak his way to another Final Four.
Yeah, because my homegirl Paige Beckers is out here right now.
Yeah, Paige is out here balling. They forgot what her name was, dog. I guess
they did. Yes, they did.
Jake's 17, the Huskies. Oh, that's a good move right there.
Yeah, she's to the covers. Oh, she missed it.
Yeah, Juju and them, they made it too far. They kind of got hot at a good time too, honestly, because they wasn't in.
That pass is about to be crazy. Yeah, they outkicked their coverage. Sorry, folks, you've gone into the live broadcast of an Elite Eight women's game now.
We apologize, man. Okay.
I do no such thing. Enjoy the show.
This was an excellent session of the Play Call Sheet off-season edition. Yeah. AFC South, aka mock draft season, man. So many of y'all keep doing your mock drafts, man, until you can't do them no more. And even on draft night, you're probably still gonna do mock drafts. So all mock drafts never fall, never fade. You can do them all the time.
Did you say Mark draft?
Mock.
We drafted Marks.
We drafted Marks and Mercs. Girls are Mercs, guys are Marks. Just to let y'all know now. We mentioned a girl, we don't like when we call her Merc. Yeah, guy is a Mark.
He's a Merc. Oh, that's good. It's an inside joke from backstage. It killed us all. We were dying.
Yo, Bobby, for real? Or this April Fool's joke? Pels got blown out. LSU lost. Tough night for losing in basketball.
Not good. He wishes it was a joke. But
chicken from Popeyes.
Oh, now I'm hungry. I got my out of here.
Hey, shout out to you fellas, man. As always,
hell of a show.
Lots of fun. Appreciate you. Also, shout out to Tim Donahue, Jalissa, Chris, Anthony, Chris Ballard, Trent, Roy the Robots, Bobby, Brady, Joseph, and Tim Price. And guess what, guys? We are 24 days away from...
Join STWF TV for the draft. Hosted by The Parlay. April 26th and 27th. Enjoy the fun and join in the conversation. April 26th and 27th.
You know what? I think those dates are wrong.
Also, there's truly no greater jingle than that. That is the best music you can ever hear before something. Whenever that music comes, like growing up, just like, yo, when that music played, the rest of my day was great.
Absolutely. You know what?
You starting trouble?
Yeah. It's 25th and 26th. I got to update that for Dale.
It's mad funny, bro.
Hit the ropes, baby.
Oh, you were doing the.
I'm doing the Warrior.
Oh, the Warrior. That's my shit too. I thought you was doing the Kevin Hart again. That shit's hilarious.
Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Glad to be back here with the fellas, man, on a Monday night, turning up, man. Hey, tonight, regardless, how your day went, man, you got to witness some type of good history in the world. Women's basketball. Exciting tonight, but doing the show is much more exciting. But in all, for girls, that never watched the basketball game tonight, man, I hope you are able to join it because it seems like a lot of the guys are watching. Let's see if the ladies are really watching. You know
That
what I'm
part,
saying?
that part.
That's the answer. Okay. But shout out to everybody. Chop up tomorrow.
Also, I hope y'all took the over on that game. It had to be. They hit 87 to 94. That had to hit the over.
Yeah.
Had to, right?
I'm gonna find out right now, actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if they got it here. LSU. Hold on. Let me see. Boop, boop, boop.
Shout out to everybody who came through today.
Hell over.
167.
167 was the over.
Had to be over. There would be no way. Always pick the over, folks. If you learn nothing else from me. But yeah, man, y'all did a great job as usual, crushing it. Appreciate y'all. My man Ant he had the chat lit early on, then Bobby brought us home. Y'all doing great, man.
Chris fell back through again. Appreciate you.
Chris fell back through. Chris was a little heartbroken.
Yeah,
he was a little heartbroken over nobody coming for his fantasy draft. He wanted no. What happened was, this is the real story. He wanted the guy from Atlanta with the first pick. I didn't know with the first pick. I got him, but it was auto draft. He was mad because our teams are better than his. Chris got mad. Chris is feeling a little sour.
He said he got the bitter beer face.
Yeah, so
beer face.
I got the Aaron Rodgers mustache just for you, Chris, man. Just because, man.
That shit's banned.
World has no love.
None.
Chris, you're banned.
Chris banned himself.
It seems like Chris is trying to make his way back around, man.
He went full Cartman. Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Sammy Sosa.
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the podcasting network, wherever you get podcasts.